Very warm welcome to all you guys. Welcome to a brand new episode. Today's session is going to be a combination of so many things. As usual, we talk about markets in the starting, and then we talk about the financial markets as well, and also we talk about um, trading analysis. That's what we do every day. So, 4 hour session between 4 to 8 p.m. is when I'm actually live. My name is Nida Afrin, as you all know. So, let's begin. So, as we all can see, Bitcoin is basically standing at 120,989, Ethereum at 47818. Bitcoin is at 0.36%, Ethereum at 0.66% up. Seems like BNB is also positive 0.78%, Solana at 203, which is also positive like by 1.25%. And XRP is negative 2.06. So that's okay. I guess only XRP is the one which is not. So the fear and greed index is standing at 68. The overall market capitalization is standing at 4.11 trillion. I think this is one of the highest numbers that we are coming to. We are seeing in recent past, whatever we have seen. So yeah, the volume looks good. The volume is at 254.51 billion. And let's look at the coin market cap index. Guys, as you all know, while we are actually looking into the coin market cap index too, as you all know that basically Zbit is launched finally. So I would like to invite all you guys to be part of Zbit community and start downloading our app so that you can get the chance to win free crypto. So guys, you have my invitation code and link here. And let's just and you have all the details here. So if you're using an Android phone, this is what you can use basically to download the app. The link is there for downloading the app. And in case you want to register on the desktop version of it, you have my link as well as my invite code. My invite code is EZTVV, and this is what you can use to download the app. Okay. Okay. So let's just see. So let's just see what's happening in the markets, whether the markets are up or down. So markets are basically Bitcoin, as you all know, at 120, Ethereum 4712. I think that's what it is, and S&P 500 is standing at 644. It's positive by 1.97%. Then we have Bitcoin, which is around 129.17, holding near its intraday high. Ethereum is sitting near 4715 within its intraday range. The S&P 500 ETF is basically standing at approximately $644.89. So that is reflecting continued strength in US equities. Bitcoin has basically climbed about 32% YTD in 2025, lifted by favorable regulatory developments and renewed investor optimism. Analysts noted that a sustainable move beyond 125,000 could pave the way towards 150,000. So I think uh, Bitcoin is definitely seeing a lot of momentum for sure, and we can see that these regulatory developments and the renewed investor optimism is kind of impacting the prices of Bitcoin largely. Broader crypto markets basically have swelled to a record high of 4.2 trillion in total market capitalization. We can see the numbers ourselves. So despite of all the setbacks that are actually pulling the prices of Bitcoin and Ethereum or any other cryptocurrency down, it is still surging. As we can clearly see, the investor confidence, the prices soaring so high, they are speaking, for themselves. So that is, it's on the continuation of breaking the rally. So there is a news that because of the continued, institutional adoption and, large corporations putting a lot of interest in Bitcoin might soar till 130 is what is believed. So let's just wait until Bitcoin basically recovers and, after pulling back, it might see that the prices will reach very, very high. Cryptos like Polkadot ecosystem and XRP Ledger ecosystem are currently among the top gainers. So Filecoin posted a solid 4% gain and institutional inflows and bullish sentiments. Analysts are tracking a volume shelf for Bitcoin, suggesting potential upside towards 131,000. Forecasts for Ethereum are optimistic, with some suggesting it could soon break in all-time high of about 4,800, buoyed by strong ETF inflows and bullish momentum. So all the cryptocurrencies are seeing some good momentum. Polkadot ecosystem, XRP Ledger ecosystem, so they are the top gainers this week. Filecoin basically posted at around 4% gain, and Bitcoin, like I said, because of the continued institutional adoption, might see reaching at up to 130,000 is what is believed. And coming to Ethereum, so Ethereum could reach an optimistic price of around 4,800 or $5,000 is also what is being predicted on that front. Now let's move on the regulatory tailwinds and IPO buzz. US crypto firms are basically increasingly lining up for initial public offerings. So encouraged by a crypto-friendly administration and regulatory clarity, especially around crypto ETFs, is also fueling innovation and inflows across the sector. Let me just pull this information. Just a sec, guys. I was actually going to do something and then I forgot completely. What is that I want to do? Just a sec. Mm, oh, yes, I remember now. I was going to do something and then I forgot completely what was I going to do. So, yeah, LinkedIn. I'm going to just invite the users and let's just see. So let's post your first post. Let's post. Okay, I want to post. Just a sec. So today being 14th of August. Okay. Why are there? Why are two two? So no, but I need to check this to Ethereum. Okay. So this is 100 day period. 100 day linear regression. Oh, you can see Ethereum almost after reaching like 3,000, 3,500. That is what it was trading at in the recent past. And now you can see it is making its all-time highs. So definitely there's a lot of adoption that's happening, especially with the Ethereum and Bitcoin. So we're continuing to see that. And today we'll be doing technical analysis also for it, don't worry. So that will be on the go. Um, on the broader financial markets aspect to it, US stock market Basically, US equities are continuing their bull run with S&P 500 and Nasdaq hitting fresh high records. The Dow and Russell 2000 are also advancing, especially driven by small cap strength. So there's a rotation away from AI and tech, with leadership spreading into sectors like home building, biotech, financials, and Chinese equities. Analysts are suggesting staying diversified and cautious on underperforming AI names. On the global markets and the bond yield side, global equity indexes have posted back-to-back record highs with strong sentiments on Wall Street. 10-year treasury yields basically have moderated to 4.21%, supporting equities further. So on the global markets and bonds, definitely, because the Fed rate cuts that are in the pipeline that's going to happen, it definitely wouldn't see that kind of um, growth as compared to what you can see it moving towards crypto or the financial sector side, because during such period of time investors basically move their money from less saving, uh, less yield giving assets to basically something which is better performing. So 10-year treasury yields, they have moderated to 4.21%, supporting equities further. So a combination of dovish inflation data like CPI expectations, Federal Reserve rate cuts, and encouraging earnings have fueled the rally. So obviously, Federal Reserve rate cuts, like they are the top of the town right now, and we all know that Federal Reserve, whenever they cut the rates, it always brings about positive news. So that is what is happening on that front. So recently, Nikkei 225 in Japan broke above 43,000 level for the first time, and it's extending its rally into a sixth straight session. So that is what is happening on the other financial market side and the key drivers behind this rally. So, so guys, on our platform, we are offering a lot of good things. Of course, you know that Zbit is live. I am, while I'm actually talking to you guys about markets, about other things as well. I'm going to also time and now again going to come back and talk about Zbit platform too. So Zbit is live. We do not have the iOS version of it still. So whatever link I have shared is the Android version of it. So please make sure that you use this to download the app, and in case the link is not working for whatever reason, please download the registration link, use my invite code, and register yourself on the platform. Okay, moving on. um, so the key drivers basically behind whatever is happening right now is Bitcoin. It's at its new highs. ETH is gaining, IPO interest is rising, and we have to basically watch out for whether BTC will sustain above 125K and ETF will flow or not. And on the equity side, there's record high in major indexes. Sector rotation is underway. So what we need to look out for in the coming few days is PPI and the jobs data and Federal Reserve signals, and all the things that are happening in the market. And these are the things that we need to watch out. On the bond side, obviously yields are dipping. Like I said, the people, they remove the money from less giving yields, and they put it in high riskier products, supporting growth assets. Monitor inflation and interest rate expectations. So that is what basically is happening on the interest rate expectation side. So let's begin. So this is my fourth or fifth day, if I'm not wrong, where we are basically, deep diving into taking positions and doing whatnot. So Ethereum and Sui are the two cryptocurrencies which we are seeing past several days. And today, when you can clearly see, I'm using two indicators here. One is linear regression channel, which is measuring 100 candles on the chart, and it's showing you clear picture. The upper band basically it acts like resistance, and the lower band acts like support. And you can clearly see that on the RSI, the price is just below the neutral zone. Okay. So in this scenario, what happens is we all know that 0 to 100 is what the measurement is for RSI, right? So it is trading at 42, 43. So basically, it means that there is still capacity for the price to go further down until it reaches its oversold zone. Okay, whenever the price on the RSI indicator goes below 30 is when basically the price is oversold, that crypto is oversold, and that's where our buying opportunity lies. This is my 15 minutes time frame chart, and you can clearly see it's still near the neutral zone. So it has a lot of potential for further going down, and then the price will basically likely to uh, bounce back from there. Having said that, coming to the linear regression channel indicator, you can see that it is very near to the support zone. So usually on the linear regression channel, what we do is we tend to buy whenever the price is nearing the support zone. But can you actually independently take a position just by looking at linear regression is something that we need to still analyze. So this is my fourth or fifth day, if I'm not wrong, and I'm trying to analyze this particular indicator, whether the indicator is working authentically for us or not. So you can see at around 3 o'clock, this was yesterday's candles that I'm referring to. The price until 41.46 on the RSI. So what is the exact entry point or exit point? That is what the most of the traders, when you start your journey, you have this question, right? So my take on this is basically um, you cannot take position at this levels, because for me especially, I don't like taking positions during this scenario. I'll show you where. This is my brush. This is my neutral zone. Okay, this 50 line is my neutral zone. This position is where I don't like to take my trade, because the probability of it going further down is very high in this scenario, because if it is in these levels, it can either touch the neutral zone and then it can further go down retesting, which will take away a lot of time for me, and being patient till that time can be very frustrating for me. I'm not saying that when I enter the market at this stage, there is no necessity that the price will not cannot go further down than this. It can, definitely it can, but what really matters is uh, how quickly are you able to take profit and get out of it. That is how you should be taking. For me, I keep a very simple strategy, knowing, understanding whether the price that it is trading at currently is overvalued, undervalued, or it's basically fair valued. And basis that, I decide, basis the 5 days EMA, what should be the price that I should buy today. So whenever I take a long position, I take position around those levels, which will definitely make my life much more easier. So use these things that I'm telling you, use these simple calculations, which will make your life easy too, which will make your life simple too. And you can basically see how easy it is to trade without much hassle. Just a second. 61, 793, 088, 130. So it's just going on changing, but I'll take this number. So there's a point. I'm not taking those points. Anyways, in the market capitalization also I didn't take. So 9.23 is what it is showing. So network value to transaction ratio is at 9.23. So basically it is this 9.23. So let's see. So it's undervalued right now. So we all know that 0 to 20 is undervalued, 20 to 50 is fair valued, and 50 and above is overvalued. So it's trading at 9.23. So ideally it is undervalued. So with the kind of adoption it is getting, with the kind of the love, support, and everything that it is getting, the price of Ethereum is standing at much more lower price than what it should. So yeah, so we can still open a position and see. Let me go to Ethereum's chart and see where and how and everything is. Okay, but by 15 minutes chart, I'm not getting any position. So let me see if on smaller time frames what it is showing to me. Then we can think of taking some position. Uh, so this is basically 472. It's near this zone. It's near the neutral zone. Here also it is almost near the neutral zone. 15 minutes chart also is near the neutral zone. So either they are near the neutral zone or 46. This is also near the neutral zone. I need to see how it is performing on 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart seems to be showing me an uptrend, and it's also near the neutral zone. I wouldn't take it. And then here also it is standing at, on a 4 hour chart, it's coming to an exhaustion level. So this is where our key point lies. This is where our key takeaway is. So you can clearly see on a bigger time frame on 4 hours chart, the price is almost nearing overbought condition. So you can see there are major sell-offs happening here. So you can clearly see here. This is where I always point out, right? Your short position should be. So whenever it reaches this resistance level is where we actually start taking a trade. So it is important, and that is what is happening. You can see near the resistance level, the short selling has started from here onwards, this level onwards. Okay. Now on smaller time frames, we have seen that it's not reached the overbought condition for sure. So we still have a lot of room for it, and we can definitely wait for it to either reach overbought zone and completely reverse towards the oversold zone, like less than 30, and then for it to bounce back. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Now, while yesterday I was also analyzing, while I was analyzing SUI as well yesterday. So you can see clearly on a 15 minutes time frame, we have two indicators. There's a major dip, and here you can see price after reaching a great amount of, uh, you know, so today it made a good high. It reached around 4.18, and you can see it was at 3.8. Now there's a major sell off that's happening, which is bringing the price down. So right now we were in sideways direction. The market was in accumulation phase. So you can clearly see. So this linear regression trend which you see, it's in sideways. It's the market is going in sideways. So oh my God, looks like a major exit. The way exit has happened. What a bad oh my God. Let me see what's happening, guys. What's happening with swing? Oh my God. Guys, this is a major and massive, massive drop. I'm going to change my indicator. No, I'm going to see it on all the time frames. What does it show? Oh my God, it's at 10, 16. Oh my God, 16, 10 minutes short, 19. Oh my God, 30 minutes. It's standing at 22. 45 minutes chart, 21.6 at 22. Still under oversold zone only. 28. Wow. And the 1 hour chart is also crazy. 4 hour chart is still basically at 43. So it means that it still has room for further falling down. It does have a lot of, you know, it does have the room for falling down. So after reaching 4.18 in the morning, 4.18 is what it reached, 1803. The price has definitely seen a drop because, the major liquidations have happened from the morning. In fact, I also liquidated in the morning. I took a profit at 4.17 and I just, exited the market today, thereby making around $15 of profit. So here you can clearly see that price has so whatever people have bought at this level, the price went up, and it went till here. So there was good amount of demand until this level, and then since it reached its resistance level, it started dropping, very fast. So here, the sellers became very, very strong. The candle was very strong just now, and then price is getting rejected at this level, which means anybody who would have basically placed any kind of orders, their major stop or losses or stop orders would have got hit. Usually, whenever we see a large wick, I told you guys, right? It's a liquidity, either it's liquidity sweep or it's liquidity run. That is what has happened. And the price got rejected at this level, though the sellers tried to be like really, really strong. So basically, they tried to push so badly the price till 3.68, but somehow buyers became again very strong at this level and they started pushing the prices back, and this is where it is right now. So in the morning, you can see in this candle, okay, this candle, not this. Okay, I'm going to change my frame. I'm going to change my frame to 15 minutes back. Okay. You can see clearly the price has crossed the resistance level. So after reaching a high, liquidations are happening. Now this major move is crazily pointing out So this could either reflect exit of major and major um, whale at this level. Let me see. Is there any news, guys? Is there any news on the news front? So there is yesterday's no, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, no latest news for sure. So recent, things, whatever has happened is, of course, there was a token unlock event, which obviously on every first of the month happens. Then, after price reaching 4.18 level, it has fallen down to this level, 3.68. Oh my God. So 14th of August. Okay, 14th of August. In recent past, we haven't seen the price dropping to that level, right? So which level is it trying to retest? It's trying to retest this level. So on 12th of August, just about 2 days ago, the price was almost near this zone. So this is what I point out, guys. This is a very, very beautiful example of fair value gap. So you can clearly see. I'm going to shorten this chart a bit so that we can have more clarity here. Where is my rectangle? The rectangle. So this is where my fair value gap is. And whenever the fair value gap gets created, the price retests it. Retest that level, we know, right? So this is a classic example, and I always tell you, right, liquidity sweeps or prices which have fallen into either FVG, price will try to retest it again to that level. This is where the fair value gap was created. So major buy has happened here, which kind of, whenever fair value gaps happen, market basically goes with an imbalance. We all know this fact, right? That whenever there's a major buy and when there is a major sell, there is market imbalance. You can clearly see. So whenever you see any long candles with bigger wicks, it means that there are so many orders in the market, but market is not able to fulfill those orders. Okay, which means that at some point in time, some orders get uh, bought, some orders get sold, some get bought, some get sold. So this imbalance which it gets created at some point in time, it gets filled also. So you can see the sharp increase in the trend since yesterday, but now it has tested back to this zone again. So clearly showing that the fair value gap, uh, the gap got retested here. It's exactly that zone only. You can see. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So on the RSI, it is a very clear sign it's in oversold zone. I think on majority of the indicators, I'm going to change this to my favorite indicator, which is DMI, and show you. Guys, this dip can be your buying entry. Okay, I'm really sorry. While I was doing the analysis, I really forgot I had to give you guys position, right? To buy. Totally forgot. Okay. So whenever you see a price after, going little up and then it coming down, you see that the price has gone down. Here in this case, the price got rejected also. So it took all the liquidity and basically it tried to again bounce back to that level. So in this case, we really have to wait until the next candle forms, because if in case at this stage the buying starts happen, is when you can actually start taking your trade. The green candle should form. Otherwise, you can see here, if anybody, okay, you can clearly see, guys, here to this place, okay, if any of you would have taken trade here, it clearly indicates that the market makers or the big whales, basically they try to take your liquidity by letting you hit your stop loss orders, because in case anybody of you would have taken trade here and put any stop loss anywhere in this zone, because most of the people, what they do is whenever the price reaches this support zone, we take trade here, and this is where the market makers interfere and they let you, hit your stop losses. So this is, the right, the very, this is very very good example of liquidity run, because the price is basically moving in the negative direction, only in the same direction, so it's not moving up. If it bounces back, it could be basically, just a sec. So this looks like it is liquidity run. Let's see. If in case the price bounces back from this level, we might have a liquidity run. So what in this scenario, what usually happens is the smart money makers, the big whales or the big market movers, they tend to grab liquidity. They fuel a very big move. And in this scenario, as you can see, the price moved past the support zone. Suppose any of you would have taken a position here, like where is my brush? My brush. So if any of you would have taken a position here, then you would have basically put stop losses anywhere below this zone, right? So which means that all your stop losses got hit here and the price just bounced back. And then from here again, it's taking a new turn already. Okay. So you can see selling is very strong on my indicators. This is my 15 minutes candle chart. My buying has become very weak, and the trend which we are into, which is a downtrend, we can clearly see after a major profit taking, now the price is dropping crazily. So price went on decreasing. You can clearly see here, guys. It's a very clear classic example when market doesn't have enough buyers and sellers, and you will see that the price will continue to go down until it finds its balance there. So you can see right now, still there are a lot of sellings that are happening here. So people who would have bought till this level, this is the zone 4.16, who try to push the markets now till this level, whoever has bought so far, all of them are trying to now liquidate and get out of the zone now. So until unless in this zone where basically the price is like going down, the price will not become stronger till it is going to find enough buyers which are, which will become more powerful than the sellers, and they will, completely push the price. So I feel this is a very big whale move that has happened, and the momentum is continuing. The market is not able to get any moment, balance out here. It's continuing to go down and down. So don't buy. All of us tend to buy at support zones. That is where the major mistake lies. So the market movers are playing big time with us, with the retail investors. So now, until a green candle forms and the price starts moving in opposite direction, we are not going to buy. So, a major mistake which each one of us, including me, at some point in time, even I did this mistake, and I know each one of you will do this mistake as a beginner trader. What we are being taught by any crypto gurus, traders, or whatever, that we are supposed to be buying at this level when the support gets hit, is when we are supposed to buy, or below the support level is what we are told, or when the RSI is in the oversold zone below 30 is when we are supposed to buy. बट द मेजर जो एक जुगाड़ू जो बात होती है, जो जो सबको नहीं समझ में आती है, और जो हर कोई ये पॉइंट आउट नहीं कर पाता है कि the market movers or the big whales, they influence the price so much. अगर सपोज आपने इस लेवल पे, इस जोन पे, जहां पे ये सपोर्ट के जोन पर आपने ऑर्डर फिक्स कर लिया है, तो market movers will not let you place your order at this level and give you profit immediately. अगर मार्केट में उतनी लिक्विडिटी नहीं अवेलेबल है, what they do is they try to get your stop losses hit here, which is a clear sign here. यहाँ पे सारे के सारे स्टॉप लॉसेस हिट हुए और प्राइस वापस से ऊपर बाउंस कर गया. तो अभी जो भी आप देख रहे हैं वो बेसिकली स्टॉप लॉसेस हिट हो रहे हैं लोगों के. वो स्टॉप लॉसेस जब हिट होंगे एंड देन अब जब नेक्स्ट ग्रीन कैंडल बनेगी तब आप देखोगे कि ये मार्केट मूवर्स ये लेवल पर जो भी रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स या ट्रेडर्स रहे होंगे, जिन जिन लोगों ने इस लेवल पे अपना ट्रेड लगाया होगा, उन सबके स्टॉप लॉसेस को हिट करते हुए, लिक्विडिटी को लेते हुए वो प्राइस को इतनी नीचे तक लेकर गया. इट टुक इट टिल हियर 3.67. अभी इस लेवल तक आ गया, यानी ये सारे के सारे स्टॉप लॉसेस हिट हुए हैं बेसिकली. दैट्स व्हाई यू कैन सी ये जो विक इज देयर, राइट, दैट इज शोइंग यू वेरी क्लियरली. जब भी बॉडी नहीं बनेगी कोई कैंडल की और विक बड़ी रहेगी, उसका मतलब यही होता है कि स्टॉप लॉसेस हिट हुए हैं. यानी आपने अगर उस बॉडी लेवल पे आपने अपनी बाइंग की हो, तो आप ये सोचेंगे कि अभी प्राइस अब यहाँ से नीचे होके ऊपर की तरफ उठेगा. यू विल बी अज्यूमिंग दैट, एंड मीनवाइल what will happen is the market movers will enter into the trade seeing के बहुत सारी बाइंग चल रही है इस जोन में. तो उस समय पे वो बेसिकली सारे के सारे स्टॉप लॉसेस को हिट करते हुए प्राइस को फर्दर नीचे लेके जाएंगे, और फिर नीचे लेके जाते जाते वो यहां से अपनी बाइंग शुरू करेंगे. तो यानी अभी आपने सोचो, आपने ट्रेड यहां लिया ओके, आपने ट्रेड यहाँ लिया और मार्केट मूवर्स ने उसको फर्दर डाउन करके यहां तक वो लेकर गए, यानी अब बेसिकली बाइंग यहां से शुरू हुई होगी, या फिर नेक्स्ट कैंडल जो फॉर्म हुई है वो यहाँ पर फॉर्म हुई है, तो बाइंग यहां से शुरू हुई क्योंकि प्राइस बाउंस यहां तक कर गया था। तो अभी आपने जब के 3.87 पे खरीदा है, तो जो स्मार्ट मनी होल्डर्स होते हैं उन्होंने बेसिकली प्राइस को और फर्दर मूव कर कर उसको यहां पर पहुंचा दिया। ओके, जिसकी वजह से यू कैन क्लियरली सी कि अभी वो और सस्ते में खरीदेंगे, आपके के सारे स्टॉप लॉसेस को हिट करवाएंगे और फिर वहां से अपनी ट्रेड चालू करेंगे। अभी और देखो, अभी until unless a green candle doesn't form, your trade should not happen. You have to wait because it can be a fake out. Fake out की वजह से you can enter into a wrong trade. तो hold on till a green candle gets formed and then we move into taking a सी इट्स अ सिंपल लॉजिक। अगर हम बेसिकली वेल्स जिस तरीके से मूवमेंट्स लेते हैं उस तरीके से हम मूवमेंट लें तो वी विल बी इन प्रॉफिटेबल सिचुएशन, बट इफ वी trade in the opposite direction we're never going to make any profit, we are going to be in loss and our money is going to get stuck। अगर अच्छी क्रिप्टो हो तो बेसिकली रिकवरी तो हो जाती है ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, चाहे वो 2 दिन, 1 दिन, 10 दिन या फिर महीनों, पर इट विल गेट रिकवर्ड। पर अगर आपने गलती से कोई एनएफटीज या मीम कॉइन्स में अपने पैसा डाल दिया जिसका कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग फंडामेंटल नहीं होगा, तो तब तो पूरा पक्का पक्का आपका लॉस इनएविटेबल है। तो आप देख सकते हैं स्टॉप लॉसेस हिट हुए, अभी और फर्दर सेलिंग की जा रही है। ओके, और अभी मार्केट बेसिकली नीचे की तरफ मूव होकर कंप्लीटली फिर ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ेगी। हमारे इंडिकेटर्स पे तो क्लियरली हमको नजर आ रहा है it's in the oversold zone, so we'll have to continue watching it। Okay guys, I'm going to take a small 5 minutes break and then we'll continue। uh, यूजुअली जब पहला डिप होता है ना आफ्टर सम गुड रैली, बेटर है कि जब तक नेक्स्ट कैंडल फॉर्म नहीं हो जाती तब तक ट्रेड ना लें। अगर नेक्स्ट कैंडल बेसिकली पॉजिटिव निकल गई तो वो तो आपके लिए अच्छा ही है कि चलो आपको प्राइस ऊपर जाते हुए नजर आएगा, लेकिन जब आप ऐसी वाली सिचुएशन देखते हो वे प्राइस हैव डिप्ड लाइक क्रेजी, फिर यहाँ से मतलब आपके स्टॉप लॉस हिट होना इनएविटेबल है, फिर उसको रिकवर होने अभी आपको टाइम लगेगा, विच विल हैव टू वॉच इट आउट। सो इस समय पे सारे बड़े बड़े जो वेल्स होते हैं उन्होंने आपके स्टॉप लॉस हिट करवा दिए होते हैं अगर आपने इस बैंड पे, जो कि लोअर बैंड के सपोर्ट के लेवल पे आपने कोई भी बाइंग की होती। गाइस, आई विल बी बैक आफ्टर अ स्मॉल 5 to 10 minutes of break and we'll continue talking। I think all the cryptocurrencies right now, after taking good amount of profits, are all seeing a dip. My God. It's the same scenario with Ethereum also. The way it has performed. So this one, the big candle with very long wick, you can see that it is indicating a liquidity sweeps, aggressive sell-off. So price, it dropped sharply, and then it triggered all the stop losses, like I was telling you, in the fair value gap zone, and then buyers stepped in near the lower band support, pushing the price back up. Hence the hence the long lower wick has come into picture. Then the small greener candle afterwards are showing a short-term bounce recovery after the buyers have absorbed the selling pressure. So red candle with longer wicks, it's strong selling followed by buyers defending it. And then green candle with longer upper wick. Although there is no long upper wick, it's a lower wick only. Buyers are pushing up and sellers are taking control near the resistance level. So you remember, guys, I was going on explaining you the concept of fair value gap, liquidity sweep, liquidity run. This is very, very classic example, live example of fair value gap, liquidity sweep, and sellers trying to hit the stop losses, and then price bouncing back in the opposite direction. So this is a very, very classic example of it. So all the concepts that we learned so far, like in recent past, if you're watching my stream every day, then you'll know it. That we just learned the concept all this while, but right now we can see the live example how the fair value gap gets created and how the market movers or the smart money makers push the price, thereby taking all the liquidity, and then price again bouncing back above the support zone. It's a very, very, very good example. Buying is very weak right now. We can see it on the DMI indicator. The trend is very strong, so it is slightly a downtrend. Okay, because you can see the tilt, it's slightly tilted, not like completely. If it was just straight, it would have been sideways, but it's slightly tilted, so it's moving towards the downward trend. Any questions anybody would like to ask, you can ask me in the stream. Guys, I did share my link in the stream. Please use that to download the app because you get the chance to win free crypto. And as I give you buy and sell signals, you can also look to I'm sorry, I think I sent a wrong link. I'm sorry, guys. Oh god, how do I undo this now? Not this link. Wrong. This link, please. So for the before going for the break, I didn't give you any buying position because of this reason only. That until we see a green candle forming and the price moving in the opposite direction, we're not going to take a trade because we want to trade in the direction of the trend, not against it. I always repeat this again and again. When there is a downtrend or the trend is in the opposite direction, we never trade in that zone. So hold on until the price starts retesting the support zone again. So it has to come to this level. Till then, we are not going to take any position here. If we understand how the market makers or the large whales they play around, because it's all a game of manipulation. उतनी बात अगर समझ में आ जाएगी ना, तो हम लोग जो वेल्स जैसे सोचते हैं उसी तरीके से वी कैन ट्रेड इन दैट डायरेक्शन. हम सबको बोला गया है कि सपोर्ट लेवल पे खरीदो, सपोर्ट लेवल पे खरीदो, और हम वही करते हैं, सपोर्ट लेवल पे खरीदते हैं. पर तभी ये ऐसे वाले मूव्स बेसिकली मार्केट को पूरा शेक करके रख देते हैं. $4.18 पर सारे प्रॉफिट लेने के बाद अभी मेजर डिपिंग हो रही है. बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा मूव हुआ है गाइस, ओ माय गॉड। इमेजिन प्राइस यहाँ से डिप हुआ 3.98 से सीधा गया 3.67 पर। अगर मैं ये स्केल पर मेजर करूं तो कितना बड़ा मूव था ये। आठ परसेंट का मूव था वहाँ, माय गॉड। 8% मूव, इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू रिकवर। अभी फिर वापस प्राइस उतने लेवल तक फिर से बाउंस कर जाए, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है। ऑब्वियसली अभी प्रॉफिट सबने यहाँ पर इतने हाई लेवल पे ले लिया है 4.18 पे। अभी प्राइस को तो नीचे आना ही था। आप देख सकते हैं ऑन द साइडवेज डायरेक्शन इथेरियम भी नीचे की तरफ आ गया है, ओवरसोल्ड वाली जोन में आ चुका है, 20 के बिलो ट्रेड कर रहा है। यहाँ पर भी सेम लिक्विडिटी स्वीप का ही सेम किस्सा हुआ है। जो लॉन्ग लॉन्ग विक्स देख रहे हो आप, प्राइस रिजेक्ट हो रहा है, लिक्विडिटी बार बार ग्रैब हो रही है। यहाँ पे जिन जिन लोगों ने बाय ऑर्डर प्लेस किए होंगे उनके सारों के स्टॉप लॉस हिट होते हुए प्राइस वापस से इधर बाउंस बैक करा, फिर यहाँ से अगेन वो डिप हुआ। गाइस अंटिल ये कैंडल के बाद एक और कैंडल फॉर्म होगी ना, तब हम अपना ट्रेड का पोजीशन बनाएंगे। ओके, इंडिसिशन कैंडल्स बन रहे हैं which clearly indicates के प्राइस बेसिकली एक इंडिसाइसिव जोन में चला गया है। अगर इनफ बायर्स और सेलर्स नहीं होते हैं मार्केट में, यानी लिक्विडिटी अवेलेबल नहीं होती है, तो तभी आप ये इंडिसिशन कैंडल्स देखते हो, जहां पर ना ही बायर स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहे हैं ना ही सेलर स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहे हैं। तो मार्केट जब फट से नीचे आ जाती है, उसके बाद अगर इनफ बायर्स नहीं होंगे उसके प्रेशर को ऊपर लेके जाने के लिए, तो ऐसे में यही होता है। ये अक्यूमुलेशन और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फेज में जाता हुआ नजर आ रहा है मुझे। अभी डिप के बाद मुझे मार्केट अभी ऑर्डर्स कलेक्ट कर रही है बाइंग एंड सेलिंग के। जैसा ही बाई ऑर्डर्स बढ़ते हुए नजर आएंगे, उस वक्त हम देखेंगे कि प्राइस ऊपर तेजी से बढ़ता हुआ नजर आएगा। उस समय आपको फिलहाल एक इंडिसिशन जोन में चल रहा है which is not letting it grow. जैसे ही सपोर्ट को टेस्ट करेगा, that's when we will enter the market. Because we have to see a green candle getting formed, then only we can take a trade. मैं एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन उतार रही हूँ यहाँ पर। तो आप देख सकते हैं ट्रेंड बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है, सेलिंग भी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है। जब तक ये बाइंग लाइन 25 के अबव नहीं जाती और ट्रेंड स्ट्रॉन्ग होने की हमको इंडिकेशन नहीं मिलता ये दोनों का, तब तक हमारे लिए कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं बनती एज पर डीमाई। लॉन्ग के लिए यहाँ पर आपके लिए पोजीशन बनती है। So let's continue to watch the markets and see where the price is likely to head. आप सबने इस वाले लेवल पर बाय किया होगा, राइट? 82 वाले लेवल पर अनफॉर्चुनेटली इस लेवल पे जब भी बाइंग चलती है, the market movers will push the price further and लिक्विडिटी पूरी ग्रैब हो जाती है। अभी यहाँ से प्राइस ऊपर की तरफ अगर मूव होने लगे तो फिर हम ट्रेंड के कंटिन्यूएशन में ट्रेड लेंगे। Okay, let's continue after a small 5 to 10 minutes of break. प्राइस ने फेयर वैल्यू गैप को रीटेस्ट किया, लिक्विडिटी स्वीप का एक केस देखा हमने और अभी प्राइस ऊपर की तरफ बाउंस कर रहा है, तो लेट्स सी हाउ इट विल be likely to behave in which manner, and then we'll talk a little more about trend reversals. Okay, after a small 5 to 10 minutes of break. Guys, I'm back. Oh, I thought there will be candles that would be formed. There's no. Not that great moves, honestly speaking. Slowly, slowly, the buying is coming up. I'm going to change the indicator. I'm going to put RSI here and see. So see, you've seen the dip. So what we are always taught is to buy it at 30 level, but it's always better to buy it when it is below 30. This is why I'm very keen on this position than this position. So for me, the position below support zone is where I would like to take my positions, not near support. So so here we can clearly see, okay, now the price is slightly reversing. It's going in the above direction. So So looking at this particular scenario, guys, it's very much clear that at this level, the near the support level, of course, there will be no position because you have to wait till we have confirmation from the next candle, because the first drop will not be the only drop. It can have further drops. So that's why I always say let the next candle form and then you make the decision of whether or not you should stay or you should invest or you should trade or not. So here's a long position that we can think of. So I'm going to use an arrow here. So because price is nearing almost the neutral zone in on the RSI, but it also has to test this level, the linear regression channel level. So at this stage, so this is where your opportunity lies. And this is almost a this is almost like 3 or 4% move. So even if I take it from here, from this candle, there's a fake breakout. Till this level, it's almost like 3%, which is significant enough for you to make profits. Because 1% or less than 1% is something which is not beneficial for us. But if it's 3% or more, it can be beneficial. Let's look at Ethereum too. Oh, I didn't see Ethereum is doing well. We didn't watch Ethereum actually from that time. So here also a big major liquidity sweep has happened, and I think maybe it has also tested the previous fair value gap. Yeah, almost this side. So after trading for quite some time, like in accumulation phase, you can see from here 14th of August. After taking major profits here, then the price has dipped, and then again it's moving back. So long wicks are very, very clear enough to say that price is getting rejected at so many levels. So the buyers are not able to become strong here. Every time the buyers are trying to get strong, then there are liquidations that are happening, because of which the price is going down. You can see the long wicks is a clear indication of So guys, with that, I think today it was a very weird thing that we have seen. Market, did not touch the resistance level and then it didn't bounce back. It just bounced from between, like from the regression channel itself for Ethereum. And then from between, itself again, it is bouncing back. Usually, ideally, it should have touched the resistance level, then it should have gone back. So there's a bit of news here. I want to check this one. 7 minutes. This is the major reason. Producer price index. That is what is being released, because of which that's why we can see there's price dip. Is there any news on soy? No. Hi Shahid, I'm good. Thank you so much. आप कैसे हो? Thank you for joining in. शायद आप सुन सकते हो मुझे। बोलिए। I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. How are you? How are you guys? तो सुनाइए, आप कैसे हैं? क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या चल रहा है? क्या नहीं चल रहा है? तो guys, almost we are heading towards the end of the session. आज मार्केट सुबह से कुछ वियर्ड सा बिहेव कर रहा है। इथेरियम ऑल्सो वॉज बिहेविंग अ लिटिल वियर्ड एंड अभी आप देख सकते हो राइट नाउ सुई इज ऑल्सो बिहेविंग वियर्ड। आज के मूवमेंट्स ही बहुत अजीब थे। खैर वी गॉट लॉन्ग बाय पोजीशन इन सुई एज वेल एज इन इथेरियम। इथेरियम में भी थोड़ा सा अजीब सा मूवमेंट था, बट स्टिल वी गॉट द पोजीशन, सो दैट्स ओके। बट क्लियरली शॉर्ट पोजीशन तो हमें मिली नहीं, पर बाय पोजीशन डेफिनेटली मिली है। लॉन्ग पोजीशन ओके। ओके शाहिद, आई अंडरस्टैंड। हाय हाय हसन भाई। तो अभी ऑलमोस्ट वी आर गोइंग टू एंड द सेशन। तो यहाँ पर इस वाली क्रिप्टो करेंसी में तो हमें यहाँ पर एक अच्छा सा फेयर वैल्यू गैप मिला था और यहाँ पर बाई पोजीशन मिली थी। एंड देन शॉर्ट तो आपको पता है कि सुबह मॉर्निंग में ही हो गई थी। यहाँ पर जब वो रेजिस्टेंस को क्रॉस कर चुका था, आज मैंने भी प्रॉफिट इसी लेवल पे निकाला है। तो 4.17 पे मैंने अपना प्रॉफिट निकाला है। तो यहाँ पर मैंने अपना सेल ऑर्डर प्लेस किया था। तो यहाँ से डिप होते हुए वो यहाँ आई। तो ये जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं फेयर वैल्यू गैप को उसने कवर किया है। तो आपकी पोजीशन इसी लेवल पर बनी है, सपोर्ट के नीचे। तो सपोर्ट के नीचे ज्यादातर अपनी बाई पोजीशन रखने की कोशिश करें, ताकि जो मेजर मार्केट मूवर्स होते हैं, वेल्स होते हैं, वो आपके प्राइस को इन्फ्लुएंस ना कर सके। ओके ओके शाहिद, थैंक यू सो मच। क्या कर रहे हो आप लोग? लंच कर रहे हो, डिनर कर रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो? बाहर निकले वो दोनों मिलके? आज हसन भाई का शो नहीं है क्या? कुछ भी नहीं है क्या आज उनका शो? 7:30 बज रहे हैं। यूजुअली ये टाइम तो शायद आप लोग कैफे वगैरह चले जाते हो ना शो के लिए। तो शो नहीं है क्या आज हसन भाई का? शाहिद आप सुन सकते हैं मुझे? आर यू देयर? कैन यू हियर मी? अगर आप हो अवेलेबल तो प्लीज मुझे कमेंट्स में लिख के बताओ। ये लाइव स्ट्रीम में आई थिंक मेरी बातें आप लोग तक लेट पहुंचती आई गेस, इसीलिए ना जवाब बहुत लेट आता है। मैं यहाँ पे चीखती चिल्लाती हूँ, आप लोग इतनी लेट लेट जवाब देते हो। एनीवेज, आप दोनों खूब एंजॉय करें और आई होप के हसन भाई का शो हो शायद आज, तो आप लोग सब एंजॉय करें। तो गाइस, थोड़ा सा आई एम टू वाइंड अप दिस सेशन अ लिटिल अर्लियर टुडे। तो आप देख सकते हैं जैसे कि हमें एक पोजीशन तो मिली है, पर ये ट्रेंड कितना कंटिन्यू होगा वो बेसिकली हमें देखना पड़ेगा, हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू कंटिन्यू। यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं कि डीएमआई पे इंडिकेटर पे एडीएक्स बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बता रहा है, तो क्योंकि बोथ बाइंग एंड सेलिंग कंटिन्यूअसली हो रही है, एक प्रॉपर मोमेंटम पिकअप नहीं हो रहा है, यानी बायर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं हो रहे हैं, ना ही सेलर्स सेलर्स तो स्ट्रॉन्ग हुए थे लेकिन बायर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं हो रहा है, तो बेसिकली वी आर नॉट एबल टू कंक्लूड के अभी यहाँ से अप ट्रेंड कंटिन्यू होगा या नहीं। अभी स्टिल एक थोड़ा सा इंडिसाइसिव जोन है, बट अंटिल आप ये डीएमआई पे जो ब्लू वाली लाइन देख रहे हो वो आपको 25 के ऊपर जाती हुई नजर आएगी, तब वो बेसिकली बताएगा कि बाइंग प्रेशर बिल्ड अप हो रहा है, यानी बायर स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहे हैं, तो मार्केट अब वहां से ऊपर जाएगी। तो स्टिल थोड़ा सा इंडिसाइसिव जोन है। अगर आपने यहाँ पे सपोर्ट के नजदीक या सपोर्ट से थोड़ा सा ऊपर आपने पोजीशन ले रखी हो, तो प्राइस अभी बाउंस बैक करने के लिए थोड़ा सा टाइम है, सो विल हैव टू वेट एंड वॉच। सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू टुमारो एंड देखते हैं कि हमें अभी मैं कल से लेकर बेसिकली गाइस ट्यूसडे तक लीव पर हूँ, आई एम ऑन अ वेकेशन and I'll be seeing you guys on Wednesday directly, so with new discussions that are coming your way and new things coming your way. So let's continue this day on Wednesday. Hopefully, I hope you guys are taking care of yourself and you're only investing that much which you think you can afford to lose. And also guys, मैं यहाँ पर इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइजर्स या फाइनेंशियल एडवाइस नहीं करती हूँ, तो आपको अपनी खुद की भी रिसर्च करनी पड़ेगी बिफोर यू गेट इनटू दीज मार्केट्स, बिकॉज क्रिप्टो मार्केट्स आर हाईली हाईली वॉलेटाइल एंड एनीथिंग कैन हैपन। अभी आपने देखा इस मूव में ऑलमोस्ट 8% मार्केट गिरी है, जस्ट ये एक मूव में, ये जो एक कैंडल बनी है 15 मिनट की, इस 15 मिनट में मार्केट ने 8% की वॉलेटिलिटी देखी है। तो अभी आप इमेजिन करिए कि अगर आपने अपना सारा पैसा इसके पीछे लगा दिया होता, तो फिलहाल आप आप ना कितने लो लेवल पर आ जाते हैं और आपको कितना बड़ा नुकसान होता विद इन वेरी लेस टाइम, यू कैन जस्ट इमेजिन। सो दैट्स द रीजन आई कीप टेलिंग के उतना ही पैसा लगाए जितना यू कैन अफोर्ड टू लूज एंड यू कैन हैव द पेशेंस टू ट्रेड, तो तभी ये सारी चीजें करें। Okay, so with that note, I'm ending this session and I hope to see you guys on Wednesday, and take care of yourself. Have a great evening ahead and अपनी खुद की भी research करें before you get on to these sessions and take right kind of trades. So I will see you on Wednesday. This is Nida Afi signing off from ZBit channel. Hope to see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.